because someone went and updated their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's still doing it.
How bad?
You know what to do?
What?
Right, go into close that. You want to add a source.
Add another source?
Yeah,
now it's not letting. Okay.
Right. Application audio output capture. It should be in your sources list at the bottom. Alright, now come up. Yeah. No, don't add existing. Do not add existing. Add a new one.
Alright.
Just leave it as audio output capture 3. Leave it as that, because we know what it's called. Do me a favor, mute Discord. So, like, yeah, you need to click the OK button. And then mute Discord. Right, close that.
We're having issues. Here we go. There. It's muted.
Now hit OK. You now have one Discord audio.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So,
You'll
remove
have
this
to-
Discord then.
Actually, no. Keep it there just now. Too late. You've just removed it, because at least if you kept it, you'd be able to go in and look and see what was
It's
for.
hidden. It's not kept. Or it's not unkept. Alright, well, here we go.
Fix where your Roll20 preview is, and we'll continue.
Fix my Roll20 preview. Yep. Alright, cool. Alright. Finally! Yay! We're gonna continue. What? Alright.
Just the victory music from Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
my god, which Final Fantasy? Like one of the ones for 30 years ago?
Give or take, yeah.
No one's gonna know that! Anyway.
Hey, they cut pixel remasters and people have been playing them, you never know.
Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Things decide to happen.
So yeah, she's basically got a whiskey. She gave you some whiskey. And she's still looking over at the unconscious family, yeah? Now you know the secret. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, evidently, telling the world is out. Like, you guys probably won't remember most of this conversation. Or rather, they won't.
They won't. We will. I will.
Yes. It's not the first time I've been attacked by it recently.
Why couldn't you just leave well enough alone?
Because unfortunately I ended up getting wrapped into a bunch of other things that led to, he gestures to the powdered mug, stuff like this being able to be done by me. Like, there are plenty of people spouting conspiracy theories on just about every street corner. He, again, pulls out another pamphlet, but this time he folds it into a paper dart and throws it across the room. Like, you guys put me there because you figured that if I had learned anything, you just didn't want people to believe me because they'd think I was completely mental. Who would believe this in the first place? The only people who would know that I'm saying something true would be you guys.
Yes.
So therefore, logic is incredibly flawed. You could literally just pass me off as a relatively harmless eccentric.
No,
course,
we cannot, unfortunately.
Well, not anymore. Yes, well, that's besides the point now. Because, as you can see, I'm no longer harmless.
We know. You couldn't leave well enough alone. I don't know what you did that gets you to the point where you're at.
I didn't do anything. The warden at the asylum sent me to be experimented on because they were tired of me. And boy, was that fun.
You must have really ignored them.
Well, that's the way everything goes. It was fun. Well, it lasted.
She drinks another sip of her whiskey and then just decides to take the bottle and starts chugging it.
Anyway, I will see if I can arrange something relating to Oda. See how that goes. I know a bunch of people kind of have him on their shit list at the moment.
Insert maniacal cackle on the wind.
And he turns the chair around to face the screen. And just switches everything off of the stuff that pertains to the group, just to, back to whatever the normal news feed is at the moment.
Breaking news.
Oh, this is interesting. And I'm assuming at this moment his phone starts going off as well.
Yeah.
Headline, insert every business name here.
First things first, the National Library has been closed for the first time in 100 years.
And people have noticed.
Yep, they did notice. When the national breaking news starts again.
Hey, listen!
Let me guess, fire?
Yes. Breaking news. FN has been putting out hits on citizens and former employees.
And the list for that just suddenly starts going headline after headline after headline.
Breaking news.
Good news, everyone.
Some council members playing dirty and removing their competition in more ways than one. Through blackmail or through assassinations.
Seems my friends really were busy.
Breaking news. The Highborn are now having the highest affair rates discovered after the vision has been exposed. Emergency council meeting is to be imminent due to the light of events. Do you want to add any more to this, guys?
He literally sent every company's actions to some journalist, so you could literally make a miss.
Everything that was on those servers got put on blast.
Oh, that's all right. So yeah, there's a lot of information, and I'm not gonna go over like 100 things, but there are literally probably 100 things talking about assassinations, blackmail. Somehow though, the T'Pol that part got just expunged, like it just disappeared.
No, it didn't. So
There would be a cut in the news when
In
that
the feed,
on the feed when that happens.
suddenly the entire city just goes dark.
no, this is when Shiv gets a text that says, "Hey, I need you to slice into the broadcast."
I do my best to do that.
Which part got cut out?
The thing I'm literally about to talk about.
Okay, got it.
So long as it's a public broadcast, I don't need to roll for it.
And you're basically getting like a live feed to your phone that says patch this in.
And he does so.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And the list goes on, right?
And let's hear what you have to say. Cormac?
Yeah, so the thing cuts out and says, "So I'll guarantee that all the information you just got wasn't everything that was on there. Because all of these different medias, Third Eye News, Second Sight News, Sixth Sense News, it goes on and on, all of them are probably owned by somebody on the council. So as soon as they started getting word that their secrets were out, they got phone calls that said, leave us out of it. Leave the T'Pol out of it. Leave a couple other people out of it. Granted, this net probably still caught 80, maybe 90% of what was on there. I was aiming for 100. So, here's some other things you might not have realized. Well, not mine, but everybody else's friend, FN. Their corporation has been running around, kidnapping people off the street so they can use their family members as impromptu spies. Yeah, you heard that right. And then he cues up the video he took way back when they freed Philippe's sister. Oh, wait, what's that in the corner? Is that another Jarl? Oh, it seems like it is. Huh. So how many of you have been told that the Jarls seem to be a problem, but nobody seems to know where they come from? Well, I'm here to tell you that they are, in fact, coming from FN. Because FN, or Finnegan, yes, I know your name now, have fun, has been creating super soldiers. To what end, I don't know. But he uses them as guards, and I would imagine they'd make pretty good shock troops if he ever decided to take to the streets. Oh, fun fact, there's this new drug called SPX on the street, I'm sure you've heard of it, which has FN's fingerprints all over it. Cut in the things that Shiv has been bringing up, and it's right there. Why this drug is being sold? Don't know. Don't care. I'll find it. The cops don't seem to be too interested in stopping it. I'll get around to it eventually. Which brings me to my second point. They bring up just a picture of Oda from their website, easy enough to get. This man has been putting out hits on random citizens that seem to have nothing to do with anything. Brings up all the hits that Oda put out on Korvac's friends and family, Ryan's friends and family, and he'll stop and be like, "Oh, look at that! Wasn't the most recent lottery winner's family? Why would he be targeting them? Maybe they don't want to pay out. Who knows? Bring up Shiv's family. Why is he targeting librarians? What did they do? Last I knew, they didn't do anything to anyone for any reason.
Which is why that data was expunged from the computers.
Then he'll cut all that, and he'll bring up like the things for the T'Pol. If you think that even those at the top are immune from this, no. They've been putting out their own little dirty secrets, laundry, small fires that they've started, trying to clean up their messes using whatever method they can.
Oh, by the way, one of the ones for the T'Pol is that there's been a hit out on Liz and Willis for quite some time.
It's whatever. They already knew about that.
Yeah.
So before I continue on, so here's the thing. All these people that claim that they have your best interest in mind clearly don't. They have their own best interest in mind, which, people are going to go put their own survival ahead of everybody else's. I get it. But if you claim that your entire job as being part of the council is to make the city better, but all you ever do is be out for yourself, then you're not doing your job. And maybe it's time the council starts hearing from the people that they claim to be benefiting. Maybe it's time that the people actually start saying what they want and what they mean. Maybe it's time for the voices of the masses who have been stepped on and oppressed and beaten down to shake the foundations of the city. I think there's more of us than you. And I don't think you can stop us. But here's the thing. I don't want to destroy the city. I don't want to tear all of the council down. I want Oda. I want FN. Because they have been directly coming at me. So here is what I ask from the council. Stay out of my way. Because the more you resist me, the greater the damage will be. And then he cuts the broadcast.
And, Ignis, you have gotten a phone call just before this, when it was going on. Are you listening to this, sir?
Yeah. I am.
It's your second in command.
Yeah.
What do you want to do about it?
Well, as interesting as it is, the man made his demands very clear. He's after FN, not us.
Very well, sir.
I'm sure the council will set up a meeting at some point, but until then, it doesn't concern us.
Yes, sir. I believe that you'll be getting a call soon.
I look forward to it.
This
I have
will be
nothing to hide.
interesting.
I wasn't aware that some of our compatriots were leaving such blatant trails.
Didn't even know this was existing.
All right. Well, continue operations as normal. Have a wonderful day, President Caldor.
Take care, sir.
No, I forgot my own president's
Please
name.
take care, sir.
And then Ignis will hang out.
And not much longer after that, Ignis gets another call, and you know what this call is. The council is again meeting. This is becoming an abnormal norm, because the council normally didn't meet but once every 3 months.
Yeah, like once a quarter.
Now
It's
they've
like
been meeting
our third
basically
one this quarter.
And literally, it's been probably about 3 times in 1 quarter. So
Oh,
yeah.
no, I got the name right. Let's go. It is
Man.
Caldor. We love to see that.
Oh man, those are rookie numbers. I gotta get those up to once a week.
And meanwhile, back at the library, Shiv turns around.
Actually, that brings up a fair question. Who organizes the council meetings? Is it like, do I receive like a phone call from the Tapal, or like who informs me that the meeting is happening?
When the T'Pol calls, then it is like it will happen right then and there. But most of the time, it's some of the other council members. The particular council member would be probably part of the Leptopian guild, which is basically the air guild, aka Third Eye News and things like that.
The news people.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Which means there's somebody in the news on the council.
I mean,
of course. Why wouldn't they be?
They probably hold like a position like Speaker of the House or something, and that's why they get to organize it.
Yeah. I mean, you can be elected into this particular, but it's mostly Speaker of the House. Yeah.
I mean, who'd want to be, honestly?
So the Speaker of the House is, that would be the best word for it, is calling you.
Speaker of the Council.
Fair.
Speaker of the Council. There's a better word. Yes. We are having another meeting.
Really?
Code
Color me
red.
fucked.
Code red, code blue, code amber.
Code purple. We are having another meeting.
When and where?
They give you a disclosed location this time, not by the T'Pol, not in the normal spot.
Yeah, because people know where that happens by now.
And they tell you to be there within the hour.
Very well.
Now, we're going to break from that.
I just have one question. Is it announced at the council's meeting?
Yeah, it was. I said there will be a meeting soon.
Oh, okay. Again, before we cut away. Ryan, you're going to get a phone call that says, I can't go to Shiv and Riley for this, but I need you to find out where that council meeting is.
Fair enough, I can try.
I mean, it's just an intelligence check, man. You're pretty fucking smart. You'll get it.
Probably.
We love being
Give me
pretty fucking smart.
Give me an intelligence.
If not, I'm going to reroll it just because fuck you.
Well, then that will be your reroll for the day.
We weren't doing. Never mind.
Wait, we don't have rerolls in the system. Hold on a second.
Can I argue that since he is mechanic, that he also knows about triangulating shit?
I mean, you do have to know trigonometry to build shit.
So could I argue getting a plus modifier for the roll?
I thought, was it 50 a caliber? What?
Ignore that. Ignore that. Yeah, ignore that.
Okay. I'll give you a +2. It doesn't matter. You figured it out. You didn't need it.
Oh, I didn't think this was happening today.
Oh dear.
It may not happen today because we have a few others to go through, but it may happen today.
Isn't Riley still with Cormac?
No.
Cormac's gonna be like...
Oh, no, because we timed up to get to your thing, because Riley Cormac's thing happened at like 11 p.m., and you said you were waiting until like 8 a.m. to do your thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to do it in the middle of the night.
Cormac's gonna get the message, get a quick text message with the address and done.
All right. Yeah, you're just gonna get a thing back that says thanks. Keep your eye on the TV. This is gonna be funny. And then Korak's gonna head out to that address, and then we cut away from like phones and hacker voice.
Wait. Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Probably not, but it may along those lines.
Okay, so you're not going what we discussed.
Oh no, that's not gonna
Okay.
happen for like another month.
Gotcha.
Cursor is now
Yeah.
feeling like she missed a lot.
No, Carson knows what we're talking about for the month thing.
I know what that
fair enough.
is. Because it is happening in exactly about a month. So, yeah.
Carson's also aware of what I'm doing now. It's just happening way faster than we talked about, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to
No,
avoid
we're good.
that.
It's good. We're good.
All right.
We could cut back to wherever you were going before I stole the scene again.
Are you done, Shiv?
He's just turned to look at his family, who I assume by now at least some of them are coming round, with a smug look on his face, and just says, "See what I mean?"
Now, a lot of them do not know what just happened. A lot of them are actually without
Confused.
the memory of it and very confused at see what. They're not even talking. They're just like confused.
I have
Everybody
returned.
is confused.
I'm not confused.
Your
I'll
mother
fill all you
again
guys
takes
in.
another swig of the whiskey,
A much larger drag this time.
and
Oh,
says, "Well, you might want to explain to them."
I will. And he just pulls up the tablet, goes to a little hollow projector in the middle of the table, and just pulls up a replay of the feed of everything that just happened. The entire city's just been rumbled. This is going to be fun to watch.
Deadly to watch.
Wait,
But-
did the entire city get hit by that thing?
He means
Literal-
the news stream.
No, the news.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You made the Max Headroom joke before, but we basically just did that with
Oh,
Cormac
I missed you
hijacking.
doing. I missed you doing the max headroom. Aw.
Yeah, that was the end of last week. So this is the
Well,
aftermath.
and the further aftermath of the stuff that you and Cormac did at the Vision.
So, yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say this is about like 9-ish hours later, maybe 10,
Yeah.
depending on how long Shiv's conversation went before this.
He'd be there for quite a while, doing his best to explain everything. Like, he's not leaving the library until he knows that other stuff is going down that he's needed for.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it'd be about 10 hours before the news stream, and then however long you're there, you're there.
Yeah.
You should read your chat, Carson.
My Discord.
No, you should read your chat. Your chats.
Hi, Amazing Grace. What did I miss on the chat?
No, that.
Aw, thanks for the hugs. What, they explode?
Oh my God,
reading
are you
my chat.
You're actually being incredibly dense.
I don't think it matters, unless it's a private message.
Alright. You're talking something else then.
Chat's paused due to scroll. No, I'm not. Stop clicking on things and being weird.
What?
Never mind, move on.
I saw Amazing Grace. I don't see where you're talking about. I don't see where you're talking about. I don't see...
Oh, you better not have just introduced a massive amount of echo.
Who just did
Totally
that?
was.
Laughed.
That might have been me.
Talking
I
about,
just
though.
kinda joined in, but it wasn't muted for some reason.
Alright. Alright. Okay. So we are at this point. So if there's nothing more, we are done with your conversation with your mother.
Yeah.
Now we will head to Raiden. It's almost time to say goodbye. You've been pretty much spending a literal 24 hours with your friend, with your buddy, with your confidant, with your mentor.
Quick question.
Yes.
Has the other stuff involving Cormac gone through yet? Because last I heard, he was heading home and things happened at his home, like his door got broke.
Oh, you finished with him. Okay. The door got broke and all that. That has not been taken care of, no. They've been doing all kinds of other things outside of his place. His
including the
friend
window.
has been working on the door, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's where that got bookended last time. Like,
Yeah.
door got broken in. The guy was already there, so he's like, son of a bitch.
So,
I'm
right.
just remembering that note that I wrote down that was Ignis takes a bunch of dragoons as pets.
Yeah, that was done.
Yeah, that
was
got
done.
resolved.
That got done. That's resolved. All right, Raiden. You're with your mentor. You're with Jacob. You guys have gone fishing. You are suddenly seeing all this breaking news. What are you going to do?
He's just gonna sigh and like, yep. Nope, that sounds a little like him.
Followed immediately by the other stuff. By the
Followed immediately
hijacking.
by the hijacking. The one I'm referring to. Yep, that makes sense.
Oh, this is before the hijacking of the council.
No, we're talking about the hijacking of the broadcast. Because that
Yeah.
happens during all the breaking news.
He just
Yeah,
walked. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, you were asked to do so from.
And it's just like him
Cormac.
getting the call, like watching it, like while watching it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, got it. Now to sit back and watch the fireworks with it.
All right.
Because he's just gonna like, he's gonna continue spending time with Jacob, but it's also, he's like, in his own field of vision, he's gonna have that like little tab pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just gonna be like, still spending time with Jacob and still watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna like, he's just waiting for shit to hit the fan, more or less. Along with the spending that time with Jacob, which once he does pass, he's getting put in an incinerator and being cremated.
Okay, and so we get
Because
to near the
Opus
near the
can shit.
24 hours,
Wait, is my name Incinerator?
and Liz comes up to you. Cormac blasted all the info to the servers of the news, and then Civ hijacked the broadcast to throw out all of the stuff that is going to be suppressed. Yeah,
But-
that's what's being said. Okay.
Yeah, I don't imagine Devereaux's too thrilled with most of what just got blasted.
Carson, you can
Okay.
ignore the art. You can ignore the R20 chat and have just ask me to catch him up.
All right. Okay. Okay. So it's near the end. Jacob, Liz comes to you and says, because it's now 6 o'clock in the morning. It's time.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll go as long as you like, but it is.
No, I made that deal with you. That's the thing. My only other thing is that I do plan on cremating him. Because sorry, not sorry, Opus isn't getting shit.
Well, let's make it easy on him.
That's the idea.
And she has him move to a bed and stay on the bed, one of the beds in the underground. And she just has you can sit with him, but it is going to happen.
Raiden is gonna actually sit with him
And she
wait
does
for him
not
to
she
pass.
does not commit the effort for the day, because that's how long it takes. I mean, it takes an effort for the day to keep him alive. So therefore, he is starting to pass, and a few hours later, he is gone.
And with that, Raiden is going to gently pick up the body, go find a cremator, and have the body cremated because, like I said, fuck Opus. Opus ain't getting shit.
Are you gonna do it underground or above ground?
Where is he liable to find a crematorium?
There is
He
a
is
crematorium. There is a crematorium in the underground.
Oh, fair
Because-
enough.
Yeah, there is one.
Kind of hard to get there, though.
Because, Raiden knows his way around the city.
I mean, dude, you are a crematorium.
You could.
He doesn't
do
know
it
that yet,
yourself.
though.
I mean, yeah, that's... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go back to the fact. I'm gonna have Raiden go back to a factory in a heat-resistant room
Uh-huh.
where, like, there's nothing really flammable except for him, except for Jacob. He's gonna
You've
set
been
Jacob.
sparking for the last couple of days, and now you're finally sparking.
I imagine it's
Now
like
that's coming to a
down
head.
over it,
Hold
and
on.
you know what? Because I'm gonna have to miracle it because I didn't take the gift for it.
Right.
I'm a miracle second. That ability. What was it? What do we call it? Critical mass.
Man, you just commit effort for the day. You incinerate the body. You don't have to pick a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can easily cover that ability with what you can do.
Yeah.
We'll just commit effort for the day, for it.
All right. Show this schematic or the cinematic to everybody.
It's so with Raiden sparking and it kind of calming down via his own emotional state and mental state. Once he sets Jacob down, it would pan to Raiden closing his eyes, taking a deep breath in as the green hair and fur on his tails would actually light up with the electricity arcing into it. Meaning that the electricity is no longer arcing on his body before smoke and like visible heat lines would actually start radiating off of him, and thus catching Jacob's body on fire.
You've never done that before.
The closer Raiden got would move to Jacob, the faster the body would actually burn and cremate.
And you are one incinerator. You've never done this before. And you just did it to your own.
Yep.
After a few moments, finally
paying for
seeing.
everything,
Hmm?
instead of paying for everything, it's also venting excess
Frustration.
frustration, emotional state, mental state.
He went back to the factory, so there's nobody with him. He is
Yeah.
literally alone with a pile of
Yeah,
dust.
no, he would have closed he would have closed down. Like told everyone, nope,
Yeah.
go home for the day.
So
home, full
everybody
pay.
had gone home, and you cremate Jacob,
Because, like I
and
said,
all is left is a
to get
pile of ashes, and you slowly, this green glow is starting to dissipate for a moment as you look at the ashes of Jacob.
Raiden's going to gather up the ashes before putting them in a container. And he's just gonna go back out to the shop, set the container down somewhere within, like, that's kind of always, like, in view of where Raiden would be at. You know, old man, may not be your shop. May pass it down to me, but you know what? I know whatever happened, gonna make you damn proud.
And we will stop there with you. How do you feel?
Fuck. Just... Jesus Christ.
No.
Fucking emotional
powerful
trip right
stuff.
there, a little bit.
Yeah. Pretty powerful. Alright. You know who we haven't seen in a while? We haven't seen Mira. Mira, what are you doing? Or
Probably
Kira.
fighting more drugs. Knowing her, probably fighting more drugs.
Listen. So, yeah, she's probably trying to go out with the plan she was thinking of. She wants to figure out where these drugs are coming from. And there's only one way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the guy said bring more money. So, she's probably going and trying to make some more money right now.
So she's dancing.
Yeah. Doing what she
Alright.
knows. Get the money
Where
she needs.
are you dancing on the dance floor of the cantina?
Yeah, probably. It's where she
Or-
knows.
Okay.
Just stay in that building. Not going too far. She's gonna do that for a while. Till I think it was, I forget how many credits she needs for this.
Couple thousand, as I recall.
I think it was a couple of thousand credits.
It was 3,000.
3,000 credits? Oh man. That shouldn't be too hard for her to make.
Yeah. Over time, you're able to do it. Liz would rather you be a bartender than a dancer, but...
I mean,
You know,
I probably...
do what you know and love.
I'm pretty sure she could probably just like reach into her pocket and be like, "Hey, $3,000."
Yeah.
Probably.
pretty much.
It's kind of an insubstantial amount, and we are Godbound. Our expenses are covered.
Yeah.
True.
So after a
So-
while, you manage. You're fine. with
I
with
I'll make
your
sure I have a little
abilities, you're able
extra.
to, yeah, you're able to get some tips, and therefore you have probably about 5,000.
All right.
And because you're in the biggest cold club in town, people are probably carrying around a decent chunk of change.
Yes, it's easy to get money.
I
Then
mean, it
I
probably
will.
makes sense considering when asked for money before, Mira pulled out a bunch of like random junk and buttons and shit.
It's like, hey, I had the wrong pants on. That's the problem. So I will go back to the sewers to meet that giant guy who she thinks is an okay dude. Go meet with that guy.
To meet the Jarl.
No, his bodyguard.
Oh, his
The Jarl
bodyguard.
is the bodyguard.
The Jarl's an asshole. The bodyguard's a pretty cool guy. Go hang out with him for a little bit. And then I'll talk to the Jarl. I will actually ignore the Jarl for like 5 minutes and just talk to the bodyguard.
The bodyguard is the Jarl. They're the same person.
Yeah.
She's not that smart. She's talking to the giant guy. She's like, he's a better guy. And then she'll talk to the shorter guy and be like, I brought the money. Let's see.
Alright.
I gotta zoom in a little. Hold on. Alright. So I'll go over here. So this dude right here, she's talking to this guy.
That guy is the Jarl.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't know that. She thinks he's a bodyguard because last time this guy gave him the drugs, so.
Right, she
Yeah.
doesn't have a phone, does she?
Yeah, and I still don't have a phone. So I'm just hanging out, like, talking nonsense with this guy, like, hey, do you think it's possible to give cockroach dish drugs? Like, just nonsense to the guy. And then be like, alright, well, I've got to go get some drugs. Walks past him, goes back here.
Okay.
Like, hey, I got the monies.
You have the monies.
Yes.
Okay. The Jarl, is talking again. It's simple words, but says kind of grunts and then lets you through. The guy there sees you and says, "All right, how much?"
You said 3,000.
Yeah, how much of it do you want?
How much does 3,000?
A dose.
No, 3,000 doses.
No. No, it's not 3,000 doses.
How much for 3,000 doses?
And besides, you wouldn't want that many doses.
Shh. Don't worry about what I want. Just answer the question.
I'll give you 3 doses.
Okay, I'll give you 3,000 for 3 doses.
It's
Yes.
9 million, by the way.
I want
Just
him.
doing the math real quick.
So I get the 3 doses.
You get the 3 doses.
All right. I'm like, all right. Thanks.
Tell your friends that I'm here. If they want it to.
Oh, that's so gonna end badly.
Yeah,
Listen.
I assume at this point in the day,
Sit
you
down
get
with
news
friends
flash.
that you have.
I don't think he actually wants that.
I don't know if they like drugs.
Well,
And then I
So
just
be
walk
it.
away.
uh-huh.
Just walk over here.
He nods to you and lets you go.
And then come back. Say goodbye to my friend. Big guy. Keeps
Mhm.
walking. Then acts confused and goes this way. Goes to this dumpster.
You what? Which dumpster?
This one right here.
Oh man, you're going down that one. Okay.
I'm going to
So-
go over here. It's a dumpster. I'm looking for cockroaches.
You'll find cockroaches.
Okay. I will
You'll
start
find a
talking, be
lot.
like, hey buddies. See this small guy behind that big dude? This small dude? I'll describe him. This guy.
Uh-huh.
Follow him and then tell me where he goes. Okay? And I will bring you some good stuff to eat.
All right. So
Man, this is a
you're,
strange
so
flex
you're
so far.
basically talking to them in their own language and chitter chatters,
Yes.
and they
So
will
if
do
the-
exactly what you said.
Okay. I would then come over here and be like, "Uh-oh, I went the wrong way." And just start walking out of here with my 3 doses of drugs.
Where are you going?
They think there's a lot wrong with you.
Back to the entrance, I know. And then I
Okay.
leave. Very obviously coming out and trying to look non-suspicious. Probably looking more suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I go back to the club.
Now, before you get to the club, you see this gentleman, well, a hobo, wearing this brown trench coat, and has pamphlets in his hands. And he's spouting a few words, and I'm going to tell you what he's saying as soon as I find it from the Discord.
Dante
Is
wrote
it
something for this?
Yeah, it's Dante.
Then you should add, she's seen him before.
You have seen him
Probably.
before.
because
Many times, and he seems odd, but he's saying some things that's a little bit different than what he said the last time. And why Discord is not allowing me to open up, I don't know.
It doesn't like you. I don't know.
It definitely doesn't.
Let's
Not
see.
today, anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah. Son of gun. Alright, we'll go to a task manager and see if we can do it that way.
So I'll stare at the homeless guy while he figures out what he's saying.
I imagine at this point the news is basically going wild.
Mm-hmm.
You think I can listen to the news in the sewers?
No, but there's literally a video screen just everywhere.
True.
Okay, well... Oh, here it is.
Cursor. Hold Alt and then hit Tab. And then
Alright,
Alt Tab your way to Discord.
There it is. Okay. Wait, it's not showing up at all.
Great, you've broken everything.
I did. Figures. Anyway. I will restart Discord. Too much was open, I believe. Yeah, too much was open. Discord was causing some issues. I hate Discord. There we go.
So while she's not here, we're going to delete our shit, right?
Nope.
Oh, damn it, she's back.
Oh no!
You weren't supposed to hear the quiet part.
All right, so here's what you're hearing from Dante. Where is it? Basically, he starts spouting out about the beings made of light. And he's talking about there is a rude awakening about to happen. More troubles on the streets. The beings of light cannot even protect us.
That sounds like the T'Pol displaced a religion that already existed here.
The end is nigh for this lustful city that stands on the plateau of cells. A day is coming where the truth won't be possible to be hidden by the strings that comfort you every day. I've been sipping around for ages with time all becomes known to the few masters of perception. And that is what you hear from him over and over again as he pulls out another pamphlet and gives it to you.
I would take his pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
I would thank him for the pamphlet.
Okay.
And I'll give him like 100 credits.
Aw, that's nice of you. This is just outside of the cantina, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should
Because
you
he's
get some
always
money?
there. He's always there.
It's outside the cantina. I'll ask him if he needs a room.
Alright, I'm not here.
Surprisingly, he already has a room
Oh.
Wait,
Wait,
he
he
literally
lives there
he,
with
in
us?
the cantina.
Oh
he-
no!
he has a room, but he basically spends all his time on the fucking sidewalk.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm like, hey, do you need a room? I can get you a room in here. And he's like, no, I got one. I'm like, oh.
Really?
I live in the
Oh, wait.
cantina.
I thought you were crazy. Why are you talking normal now? You've been lying to me.
Wait a minute.
It's a lot.
Wait a minute, this guy's got a Harvard education.
This guy's the smartest dude around.
That's a.
Yeah, Dante will definitely tell you that he already has a place in the cantina. Thank you. But he's just wanting to give the truth. And this is how he does it.
I ask him if he needs a sandwich or something.
He will accept a sandwich.
Okay, I go in the cantina and get a sandwich for him and bring it out to him. With like some water or something to drink.
He will thank you, and then he'll try to talk with you.
Sure, I'll talk to him.
Do you ask him
That's
any
fine.
questions about what is in his pamphlet?
Sure, I'll start going through the pamphlet. It's just what
this
he's
is the
talking
same.
about.
This is the same pamphlets that Shiv has been handing.
Oh my
Actually, it's
gosh.
been changed recently.
Ooh. Yay.
Interesting. So I'll just be pointing to random stuff in the pamphlet, asking him about it.
Part of the thing that he will say is he talks about the cells, and it looks on the pamphlet when you look at it, it looks like a jellyfish. On the he has made a drawing of a jellyfish.
Okay then.
And he again says the end is nigh. Before long, this lustful city will stand on plateaus of cells, will disappear.
Show back. Alright. So does that mean we're gonna get attacked by a jellyfish?
Oh Jesus! Right, you weren't here for stuff.
You're not there, Magica.
Exactly. She wasn't
I
here,
know.
so she was doing who knows what. Probably
your character
talking
was
to
asleep, I believe, during
Was,
that
yeah.
session.
taking
A
abnormally long
day
naps.
will come when these giants of old will come to find their engineer and creator. this will be the end times for this plateau of cells.
Okay, but if we get an army of cockroaches, do you think that will help us?
Maybe.
Okay. This has made me more determined now. Thank you, kind sir. And I will walk with haste back into the cantina, into the basement, looking for my scientist person.
Unfortunately, Shiv is
Who's
still at the
not there.
library.
And Shiv is not there at this time.
Looking for Shiv because he's like, yes, I've got to force him to do this now, so that we don't get stomped by giants.
That would require you to head to the library. And it's not like he didn't say where he was going.
You think she knows where the library is?
That's
That
a
is
good
funny.
point.
That is funny. She barely knows where this place is.
She can talk to the vermin around.
She could. So after she doesn't find Shiv, she'll start asking the nearby insects if they've seen him.
They will seem to say to you in so many clicks that he left.
Do they know where he left to?
Actually, give me an intelligence roll for the freaking cockroaches.
Based off my intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're doomed.
Actually, I don't even remember what my character's intelligence is. Oh, that. Boop.
Can't believe you are dealing this with the cockroaches. Okay. Yeah, they'll tell
17.
you that he went towards the sun upon the road.
The sun upon the road.
Yeah.
Did he walk?
No, he blinked. They'll try to explain that he blinked. And our friend and our family has seen him over at the library. But they'll try to explain that.
It would probably be easier for them to just say, keep walking until you find the yellow district.
Oh my gosh. So, she gets all this info from the insects, and then goes talk to this useful bartender.
Uh-huh.
And be like, hey, I need to find a sun-like building, and describe exactly how the insects did to her, the library.
Oh, the main library is closed right now. Did you not hear the news?
There was news?
Yes.
No. I was buying drugs
What?
to make
Sure.
a cockroach on me. What?
He looks at you strangely, but he
I'm
does
looking-
his best to listen.
Shiv is there. I need him to help me make the cockroach on me, or else we'll all be stomped to death by giants. This is highly important. Do you know how to get there?
You seem to speak like that Dante person.
Yeah, he's very smart, it seems. I just spent like an hour talking to him. Maybe 2.
The bartender apologized.
It's
That's who I got the sandwich for.
it's on the east side, near us, in Spoke 3, the main city. The main library. You will find in Spoke 3.
Alright, so can you give me directions so I can walk to it?
Sure, it's gonna take you a while.
Okay,
Gives
as
you
long
the
as it doesn't take an
directions.
hour. It takes an hour.
It will take a half a day to get there if you're going to go by foot.
Oh no. And I used to have a van.
Van's gone.
I know.
Anyway,
It's having that watery nap, man. Alright, okay. I'll have to find another way besides walking. I thank him,
Mm-hmm.
and I then do probably something stupid to go outside and start waving down cars on the street.
All right, show me your charisma.
Actually, this should be better.
Yeah, I was about to say, I kind of hope that one would be good for your character.
Yeah.
You are definitely successful in getting a car to stop for you. Of course,
Sweet.
they would like to have something in return.
I'm like, hey, if you get me to this library, I will give you 1,000 credits.
Oh, 1,000 credits. Oh, sure. And takes you to the library.
That was easier than I thought.
And puts his hand on your thigh.
I
as
pat
he's
him
doing
on the
that.
head. Like he's a dog.
Bless. You think you're gonna get more?
Pat. Good job driving.
Oh, but
And when I get to the library, I give him the 1,000 credits.
you give him 1,000 credits, but he's there. Would you like? I mean, I'm sure there is something more you would enjoy as well.
Oh yeah. I pull out my spider that I've been hiding in my hair and be like, oh yeah, here's my pet. You should meet him as well.
You've
They're
been
gone,
carrying a spider the size of a small dog in your hair. And
Yes.
no one's
Oh
noticed.
my god, nobody has noticed that. I didn't even notice that.
Most definitely long hair.
It is
Must be
extremely long
very
hair.
Long hair.
Listen, it goes almost to the ground, so it's like you can hide a
Thanks,
dog in
Katari.
there.
I guess I have taken my meds. It's just because we had to restart the stream that it's shown up. But thank you. I'll take a sip for it in place. Anyway. Yum.
This driver now thinks you're completely crazy.
This driver was trying to hit on you.
Yes, and I'm
and
shoving
you
a giant
literally-
spider in his face.
And then you bring the spider out. And he's like, okay, you're out. Get out.
I'm like, yeah, this is a library, right?
Yes.
And that's your
go.
credits?
Thank you.
Well, drive safe, and I leave. Walk out of the car, leaving the door open, and just walk up to the library doors.
With that spider in hand, the door is closed
Well,
Unlocked.
and locked.
there has to be another door, so I start
Blue
walking
Hill
around the
Fall.
building,
Mm-hmm.
calling for Shiv's name like he's a lost dog.
You've only known him as Vic. That's the thing.
True. If I've only known him as Vic, I'll start calling around. Vic, come here, and start whistling like he's a lost dog.
Ow! Bonks me.
Jesus Christ!
so-
I deal with that enough at work.
I know.
Because apparently that's how people deal with people in customer service. They whistle.
They whistle, they hit the doors, they knock on the doors, and it's still closed. This is about the time when you guys are the people are finally waking up.
Yeah. So like, Shiv has basically gone overlooking the library as everybody else wakes up, just giving the full news feed of everything that just got released. I imagine he hears the knocking on the frickin' door and calling outside the building. Actually,
On
no,
the
I don't have
windows.
to imagine that. If this place has
Yes.
security cameras, I know that. And Shiv just goes, "Oh dear, what is she doing here? That ain't good." And just kind of lets her in, saying, "Be quick."
Phew, you're here. Shh. So,
Yes, I'm here.
I talked to that nice homeless guy outside the building.
Yes.
Dante.
The crank that gives out all the pamphlets.
Yes, the intelligent guy. So we have a problem.
Okay.
Giants are gonna come and kill us all. So we have to rush the cockroach army.
Okay, we've already vetted the cockroach army, saying no.
No, he said it will stop the giants.
For some
And
reason,
I have
highly
the
doubt.
cockroaches following the guy so that we can find out what his stash of drugs is.
Okay, did he hand you a new pamphlet?
Yes, I show him the pamphlet.
Well, this looks about right. I assume it says everything that Dante's been spouting off recently.
Yeah, but it's new information.
Yeah, and at this point, he texts Devereaux saying that she may want to go and talk to him.
Listen,
Because he's got a bad feeling as to what these quote-unquote giants are.
so they're giants, and
Yeah.
from what I understand, they're like 20-foot tall humans, and they're just gonna crush the city. So we have to do.
Okay, so you know those things that keep getting shown on the news that our little group just keeps dragging out?
No, because
Oh.
I haven't seen the news.
Oh, for Christ's sakes! He just drags her to the conference room. This is a friend. Don't ask. And just shows and replays all the news feed. Points to the creature that would have a very, very big resemblance to the one that you see guarding the guy with the drugs.
Hey, I know that guy. He's my friend.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, I talk to him whenever I go and talk to the guy who has drugs.
They've got one of those in, I'm assuming, the sewers.
Yeah, that's where I know him from. The sewers.
And he just takes out his phone, goes to the group chat and says, apparently there's a Jarl in the sewers.
You get back? No shit. I told you about that already.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
guy. He's my good friend.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I talk to him all the time. I go down there. Twice now.
And again, he once again messages Deborah to go and talk to Dante because now he's got a very bad feeling. I don't know if you've been told what those things are, but those are the results of more or less, either depending on who you ask, failed or successful genetic experiments. The drug that's going around could probably create one of those if you got the right stuff in the right concentrations.
Okay. Listen.
And he is saying this aloud. His family is included in this discussion.
Listen, you can't fail and succeed at the same time.
That depends.
It's impossible.
They may not have accomplished
what if you
were.
fail at failing?
Then the task has failed successfully.
Exactly.
Then you succeeded in failing. No! My own logic has failed me.
All right,
we're gonna cut away from this and go to whoever.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Riley. Riley, what are you doing?
You know what?
You're still at the Vision, so, or unless you've went back home.
She's arm wrestling with Snake.
Oh boy,
Oh,
this
really?
is going well for him.
Okay. Sure. Arm wrestling with Snake. Sure, you're successful.
Apparently I win.
Apparently, well, you win, just win, because it's a 5 out of 5. You have fun with arm wrestling with Snake. You do have members there coming in again. And then one of them, I believe, actually tells Snake about what's going on the TV. And then he looks at you. Well, boss, I think we got problems. How do you want to handle it?
Right. This was the information. All the info from the servers. and
Yeah,
used and shit
just as you put his hand down, this is what happens. This is how he loses because somebody has taken his
Attention.
has attention away.
It's not a clean victory, but it's a victory.
So, boss, what are you going to do? I mean, we are compromised now. You are in charge now.
Well, I was going to change things a bit anyway.
I mean, Riley knew this was coming. Korak literally said this is what he was doing on the way out.
Yeah. This was not unexpected.
Yeah.
Though it would probably be slightly unexpected to be this quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like, well, I was expecting a little bit longer before this happened, but oh well, we'll deal with it. Well, basically, it's going to be effective immediately. All current contracts that anyone's out on are cancelled. Everyone gets an RTB order. For the uninitiated, probably meaning Karsa exclusively, RTB is returned to base. It's basically stop what you're doing unless you're currently in the middle of murdering someone.
In which case, finish that cleanup quick.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically just finish what you're doing, return to base, because effectively chances are no one's getting paid for shit.
And that will take a while, but a lot of people will start returning. Gotta pay to fart? That can't be healthy. Sorry, but I'm not changing that.
Nah, you gotta make all that money from fire.
Or whoever.
Yeah, mostly fire. He's the one that throws up most of the abuse.
It's mostly fire.
I'm not changing the price on that, sorry. Because it will just mess up the entire...
I actually don't know what the price is on that. I'm slightly curious, but not that curious to find out right now.
Only 50 bits. It's literally 50
Oh my god,
bits.
50 cents to play that. God, what do you think this is? Fucking 2020s and the economy's in the
not
trapper.
50 cents.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the conversion rate is
it's a
100.
1
Is a dollar to 100 to 100 bits.
All right.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm going to keep it there. Sorry.
It's $1 for every 2 farts. Go on.
Damn it.
Well, now as it was super duper easy, pretty much, for us to hack into stuff, like well, obviously, a major concern is going to be the cybersecurity. Now, obviously, I can connect to everything regardless, but obviously, I know Shiv can do that as well. So, how would I go about setting up like divine security on our systems here?
You will need 3 rolls of intelligence.
3 rolls. You want 3 rolls of intelligence?
Yes, to start working through it.
It's-
Failures.
Because there's got to be something before we
hold
actually
on.
start talking to folk.
Wouldn't Divine Security be Dominion?
Yeah, that's the mini cost.
And it's
That's Dominion cost. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
no,
no rolls, just Dominion.
yeah, and it's only 1 Dominion because you're only covering like 1 building, and it's a probable increase unless Carson's saying it's improbable, but at which point it's 2.
All right.
Well,
All
it
right,
depends
well,
on
we
what
can
type
cover
of
that later.
security you're going for.
Full cybersecurity, so what happened? So what they did can't happen to them.
Do you want Shiv to be able to get through?
No, he's a psycho.
Then you definitely have to do a full Dominion, and it is improbable.
What? Why would I be at the vision?
Okay, so what if I grab Shiv by the throat and stab him in the neck?
Well, that's up to you.
Does that affect the Dominion cost?
It'd still be 1. It just would. It would
Alright,
not be
alright, fair enough.
impossible. It would be the other way.
I'm not going to do that. Right, well, that's something we can deal with later when we actually have that discussion, because we didn't get a chance to over the past week.
We never did. Yeah.
Yeah, the other stuff.
But yeah, your Dominion, you would have to do a full Dominion cost for that. If you don't want Shiv in and you don't want Opus in, it's gonna have to be pretty damn powerful.
Out of curiosity, where in relation to where Shiv has his Wi-Fi thing set up is...
Oh, we're on like...
You're the exact opposite.
Cross opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're literally like the other side of the city, just within to the business district. We're like, I'm pretty sure the position of vision is like right on the edge between the middle and lower circles.
Yeah.
On the middle circle side.
Yeah.
It's like you cross the road and you're into the lower circle.
Correct.
Yeah. And as I say, we're on the other side, so we're outside of the range of the free Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would not be able to do anything to it. Sorry. But yeah, it would be almost impossible to get it fully done like that. So you would have to pay a really good amount.
Well, good news. Sorry,
I've got $100,000 in cash that I got from a dragon that I gave some gold to.
Okay.
I mean, if nothing else, you can just set up an influence project where you just hired a bunch of net runners to just basically do what they did at that hotel, Cyberpunk, where you just have dedicated guys that are just sitting there being anti-hackers.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, because I've been trying to think on how can I actually use the influence points that I've got.
Well, there you go. That's exactly how you can do it.
So yeah, we'll go over that like after the stream, because that's a lot of minutiae stuff.
Yeah, we really do need to talk about that.
We'll do like we'll just have like sort of general sort of reboot the security and that bring the stuff back online, because obviously we would have to meet with contacts and stuff, get things sorted out, which would probably be like most of a week probably.
Okay.
Like, talking to people and getting stuff set up to basically restart that side of vision.
Well, I mean, if somebody's just hacking in normally, they're rolling against you. There's just a roll.
Yeah. But if it's a more powerful situation, then yeah, you will definitely have to put the Dominion in.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be here constantly.
Right.
So yeah, like so as I say, any stuff because a lot of stuff's going to be affected by the news broadcast. Like chances are, people who didn't know they were targeted by stuff are now going to be like bricking
aware of that fact.
There is actually a lot of people outside starting to show up outside outside the vision.
Just throw a butcher's head out the door.
Not only some of the mercs that were here, but some of the ones that possibly were on the list.
I mean, at the end of the day, they get the same answer Cormac got from Butcher. Hey, if you weren't on our list, you were on someone else's. Piss off.
So it's kind of a small mob outside.
But the place is under managed.
Well, unless they're going to try and bust in, I don't care.
I mean, like you could literally just throw a butcher's head out the door and be like, "Your contract's been taken care of. Don't worry about it. Go away."
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Would you do that?
Oh yeah, his body's still there.
Totally. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Do you want like a roll for intimidation of a crowd?
Yes, I do, because this is actually very important to you.
All right. So, well, we're going to wander down there, drag Butcher's corpse out, and just be like, sword out, chop his noggin off.
Under new management.
Or in fact, no. Rather than chop his noggin off, we're just going to grab him by the collar and drag him out to the doors. When we've seen on the security that there's a bunch of people mounting around, she's basically going to walk up to the door and put the door open, drag the corpse out, drop him in the middle. Like she's going to take probably like 10, 15 steps out, something like that. Dump his body. And just like announce the Butcher's no more. Vision's under new management.
Oh, breaking news!
Pretty much, yeah. Breaking
So,
news. This
third-
place is
the-
under new management.
Third
she's
Eye
effectively
is going to
just gonna-
definitely bring this up.
Yeah, and she's basically, it's going to be like, you know that scene in Iron Man where he drags the guy into the middle of the crowd and drops him, and then he's just like, he's all yours. Essentially that, just the dude's already dead. Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
What skill do you want rolled?
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, great. Literally my second lowest.
Sorry.
Damn.
Damn. That really sucks. You do
No,
intimidate a lot of
I've probably successfully charisma rolled as an ex-cop in this city, because I dare say cops don't have great charisma.
I mean, you are successful in intimidating and getting your point across, but not the way that you were hoping for.
Yeah, if anything, you've probably gotten the regular corpos or targets on your side, but you do not have your now employees on your side.
Exactly.
Oh, that's all right. If any of them have a problem with it, I've got 1d10
You do have
plus
it
1.
possible for a reroll if you would like, or you can commit effort for the day to try to get it to be successful.
You know what? Yeah, I don't actually use the effort all that much, so yeah, I can effort out success, can't I?
Yes. And in
Yeah, we'll
this
just do
case,
that.
you really do want to do that success.
Yeah.
Because the people
how much
that you
effort
are
have I
now
got?
having to work under you were there as well. And yeah, they would not have taken that lightly. But you managed to be successful, at least with the targets and with the people that are now under you, with committing the effort. You're a legend enough for them to listen to you. Let's put it that way. They are going to ask you how the hell it happened.
You know that guy on the news?
Huh?
and Riley's just like, you know that guy on the news?
So...
Yeah, pretty much. Anyone asking, so how the hell did this happen? It's like,
points to the
you know
screen.
that guy that just wants left alone? This is what happens when you don't leave him alone.
And so your second is saying, okay, boss, we're all here. We're wanting to hear what you want. So we're under new management. How are we managing now, sir?
Rule 0, you leave that one guy alone. Rule 0.1, you leave the other people that he wants left alone. Because otherwise, you get butchered. And it ain't going to be by me.
All right, boss. What about the others? What
What others?
contracts are we going for now?
Well, what contracts do we have?
None right now. But what kind of contracts are we willing to accept?
Well, that's got to depend on what skill sets we have available.
How long it takes for the shitstorm to clear?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're effectively closing down at the moment to take stock of what we have and set this up, because evidently Butcher had himself some contracts with people that he was unwilling to go against. At the end of the day, I'm planning to throw people away because some corporal pays an extra 5k. There's no point. You don't have talent if you throw it away on stupid shit because it'll make you an extra buck.
Okay, boss. And we will discuss this off stream on how you are
Yeah.
going to improve this area. Anything else you want to do at this time on this day? Because you are now approaching 6 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Well, the last thing I'll do is probably it'll be a case of get the phone out, send a message to Ignis, basically asking if he is interested in procuring the services of a new startup security firm. And also probably send a message to Shiv, aka Vic, basically saying the fuck. Like,
What
you know,
just
the
happened and all that?
the fuck did you do? And also one to Cormac saying, basically asking, is everything all right at your place?
All right, so who wants to respawn back to Riley?
When's this happening? Like the continuity? Is this like before, or after the council meeting / like news breakthrough?
This is before the council meeting. This is during the breakthrough.
So the news is breaking.
It's
Cormac
breaking.
has just hijacked Cormac has just had Shiv hijack the signal, and an emergency council meeting is now being formed.
The emergency
So we're basically heading
council
to present
meeting
day.
is happening at 6 a.m.
All right.
Oh no, 5
Ignis
a.m.
will respond.
5 a.m. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Ignis will respond back as there's a lot going on at this specific moment. I will forward the offer to my brother next time I see him, though, and I'll have more details for you then.
Well, wait a minute. Would I actually have Ignis's number, or would it be under Dominic? Because it'd probably be like getting your brother interested in stuff.
You know who both are because you
Well,
actually
I
do
know
know.
Dominic's a shapeshifter. I know Dominic's a shapeshifter. I don't know Dominic and Ignis are the same shapeshifter.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is like Dominic and Dracul are two distinct identities before Ignis became a Godbound.
right.
But in terms of the I don't think you have Dracul's number. I know
Yeah, I don't think
Cormac
so either.
does. Cormac exchanged contact information with Cormac when Dracul went to the cafe. But I don't think he exchanged information with anyone else, any of the other PCs. I just don't. Not that it's like a slight or anything, but just like you have it.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying we'll quickly retcon that. It's not to Ignis, it's to
I mean,
Dominic.
they are both Ignis, but specifically to Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah,
So-
he just got a quick reply back, being like, "All right, let me know when you get a chance."
Will do.
And there's that.
And the response you get from Shiv is, I guess the city's just been rumbled.
Psi.wav. No, actually, meme psi.flac. And it's a 2 gigabyte audio file, just out of spite.
Cormac, what's your response to him?
Yeah, we're good.
Thumbs up emoji. I mean, that's pretty much what I would expect from Cormac and characters. Yeah, we're fine.
Sometimes that's all the response you need.
But you're immediately going to get a second text being like, that is just going to be, you know that Luis from Bob's Burgers meme that I drop a lot? The one with the little girl laughing for the fire? You're just going to get that back?
All right.
With no context?
Alright.
Yep, that's definitely from him. That's not for the cops that stole his phone earlier. Oh no, wait, that's it would be a different phone now anyway.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know.
Well, I assume that like every time we like have to change phones or whatever, you and Shiv just like spoof our numbers so they transfer over to the new ones, but they have like new IPs or whatever, or SIM cards and all that shit.
In this case, it'd be Sims.
It doesn't really matter. But because reasons.
More or less.
It is now 5 a.m. The council is meeting at the most unusual time.
And in the most unusual place.
And they are meeting in a warehouse of one of the constituents.
Who owns the building?
I'm gonna say Oda.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Breaking news, Dragon eats council and also makes a point about smushing Oda.
I'm not sure I like that, but you know what? I'm a cocky Godbound. Fuck it. We ball.
I mean, if Oda tries to pull a fucking coup and kill the council, it's going to go very poorly for him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially when he's invited a dragon in disguise.
No, that's why it's going to go very poorly for him.
Well, it's obvious that, yeah, it would be Oda in this case. It's obvious this guy is after me. As you noticed from the news, he said FN and he said my
Oh, got it.
during the news.
Oda is calling the meeting.
broadcast.
I understand now.
Yeah.
One quick note before we do move to the council meeting is like I have some wrap up I'd like to address with the Crimson Scales, if possible.
Absolutely. We can do that now. And leave the meeting for next week.
Well,
I mean, we could
this is
start
a very short thing. Like this will take me like 1 or 2 minutes. It's honestly it doesn't even require like a scene per se. It's just some explanations on what they're up to.
All right.
So when I first assembled them, I did task Mr. Bloodscale with gathering all of his followers to a specific location. At some point, Ignis went to that location to address them, and has more or less arranged for their living arrangements to be relocated to Ignis Industries headquarters, as they are now basically in charge of Ignis's personal security. So like, Bloodscale will be accompanying Ignis at most locations from here on out. In addition to that, he did task the other members of the Crimson Scales to start compiling the locations of other Dragoon leaders throughout Opus, since they are a pretty territorial race. More so it's like find out where these leaders have staked their territories and basically find like a list of names and locations for Ignis. And in the coming days/weeks, they'll be outfitted and given new weaponry and armor befitting their new positions as the Crimson Scales.
Nice. Very, very nice. Love it.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say real quick. And then I am good to pick up with the council meeting as Ignis is making his way to the warehouse, being driven by his new security guard, Mr. Bloodscale, who is a very
Mr.
large dragoon,
Bloodscale. The
decked out
biggest
in.
of them all.
Well, other than me, but yes.
Yeah. The one who was in charge of the Bloodscales now, because he was called the Bloodscale, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
they have been rebranded to the Crimson Scales. They'll be
Yeah,
reimagined in my
rebranded.
image.
His name is still Bloodscale.
His blood name is Bloodscale, though. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, as he's escorting Ignis around, he's basically decked out in full ballistic armor with like this red scaled motif. With his got his wings out. He's got like this big two-handed rifle, and that's what he's working with. He's there to look scary and imposing in these new and trying times where threats could be lurking around any corner. But yeah, from there I am ready to head over to the council meeting. In like a second, I need to go back to the other room for like 30 seconds. I apologize.
No problem. Cormac,
sorry for-
you do know where the council is. You know it is at 5 a.m. and it's going to be at a warehouse. Believe it or not, it's an Oda warehouse.
Oh no.
The the Luis gift gets sent out again.
The what does?
The
The
one
gift
with,
that he consistently puts in the Discord.
yep. The one with the little girl laughing in front of the fire.
Oh, wow.
Let's face it, the moment a council meeting was announced, we knew Cormac was going to try and be on that, probably.
Well, Korac's gonna go and hang out on a building nearby and wait for dawn to break.
So you're gonna allow them to talk for an hour before you actually come in.
Yep.
Okay.
I am the sun, therefore I arrive with the sun.
And I have returned.
I am the new dawn for the city, therefore I arrive with the dawn.
So Ignis arrives at the warehouse. I assume bodyguards are expected to wait outside, so Bloodscale will wait outside.
Yes.
Essentially, and I will walk in and greet the other council members.
I mean, while the council says it's starting at 5, you know it's not really going to start till like 5:30, 5:45 as everybody runs around,
It's
glad
true.
hands a little
That
bit.
is so true.
Well, yeah,
the
of course.
The conversation
the-
during the 30 minutes is actually between you and others.
You got to play the political game beforehand.
Exactly.
Speaking of, during that time,
Exactly.
I'll try and I want to try and gauge like the general opinion on Oda hosting the council meeting. Like, what are people's general impressions of the current situation?
They're not too happy about it. I mean, because of all the situations going on. They're like, I
Because
thought you
he-
said you were going to take care of it. It seems like you were not taking care of it.
Yeah.
In fact, you're causing more problems than before.
And now
Um,
everybody's fucked.
And let's see, about how many of people, like, so it's like, obviously it's like, I think it's like 100, like, I don't remember if you ever said a ballpark, like how many
There's
people are
always
on the council.
There's 100
There's 100
council
seats?
members. There's not 100 people here.
About, of those like 100 seats on the council, how many people had like their shit aired out onto the news network? Like, how many of them were dirty?
About a third of them.
Okay.
Conveniently, it's the third that aren't here.
I mean, I can't imagine that plays out that way perfectly.
No,
but-
it's
No.
a joke. If it was anything, it would be the third. It's the entire third that are dirty that are here.
fair. Actually, that would actually make more sense.
Yeah, there's not a full. You really, even though the council's meeting, you really don't have quorum right here.
Suppose named NPCs. Is Ubogo Zek here?
Yes.
And what about? I guess he's not a named NPC, but SOB's CEO. Is he also here?
He is here.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna go even better.
So yeah, I'll take my seat and I'll wait for Mr. Oda to address us. I can't wait.
This would be. I forgot to do the role play where he would actually be talking to SOB would be actually talking to everybody at some point, and starting with Cormac. We will do that.
I do.
We will just assume that it has happened at this time, because he was going to call everyone.
As I remember, he was going to call Dominic in particular after the last council meeting, but I imagine just like things have been busy, so he just hasn't had the opportunity to do so yet.
Right. So he comes up to you directly.
Well, right now I'm just cool. Like, we already exchanged some words, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll shake his hand and I'll like, hello again.
Hello.
Which was under better circumstances.
Huh. Yeah. I will have to say, I haven't been able to get a hold of your brother yet, but I will be.
That's quite fine. Both of us have been rather busy. It's hard to find time.
Well, and with all that's going on, we have definitely been busy.
Yeah. Well, you just got back in town now. You've had quite a bit on your plate as of late. I'm sure my brother will understand.
I have had a lot on my plate. I still am dealing with the aftermath of what happened a few months ago.
Speaking of my brother and the others at the SOB lab, what's your take on this new situation?
Which part? The
part with Cormac on the news. He is one of the people who came from the lab. I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I've realized that. I'm surprised it had been so successful, but I didn't expect it to be like this. Obviously, I don't know how he got through to get in, but he decided to be a volunteer, then so be it. But no, I didn't expect it to be like this. So it was more successful than I thought it would be.
I meant more so his actions as of late, not necessarily the success of the experiment.
Can I be honest with you, sir?
Of course.
All right.
Just bear in mind our present company.
I know. I'm actually happy. And he's talking quietly. There's needed to be a shake-up for a long time. And while we've had a few that have shook up this place, it's never been this interesting.
Suppose I can agree with that to an extent. I will say the repeated council meetings are they're starting to run their course.
There's definitely situations that we need to take care of.
The most annoying thing I've ever done to another PC, make him do his job.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. I had plans, damn it.
What do you suggest we do about this?
About Cormac?
Yeah, about Cormac.
To me, it sounds like FN's problem, not my problem. As for this whole thing with Oda in particular, well, Oda's the one who said you'll take care of Cormac. If he's not able to, well, seems like his own shortcoming, not mine. How about yourself?
FN is on my shit list. Has been on my shit list for a long time.
Understandable. They only recently got on mine when they attempted to kill my brother, but
obviously they they have done things a whole lot differently than we did. I don't know. I may consider a hostile takeover.
Perhaps I can assist you in that endeavor when we eventually get to that point.
Maybe.
But yeah, as for Cormac, he's done me no wrong. I even talked to him once or twice. It's a very impassioned individual.
He does seem very focused.
But
what I do know is he was not actually supposed to be given the this, but he was. I believe it was supposed to be a Third Eye News that was
pardon?
Cormac wasn't originally on the list.
Which list?
The list of people who were going to be volunteering. There was a it seems like he took the position of one of the Third Eye newscasters.
Fascinating.
And I'm curious on why.
Well, perhaps we'll get the opportunity to ask him in the near future.
Everybody looks at the camera.
The near future than you might think, even.
And you know what? Just because you're doing this, and you know what? Fuck it. Ryan's gonna actually, land next to Cormac.
Okay, so you both are gonna be there?
Fuck it.
At the same time?
Fuck it. Yeah.
He's had a long 2 days.
When you're ready to cut away, I would like to have a small scene with Ryan before that. Now that he's here.
Fair. But,
Fair.
Yeah, as far as Cormac's concerned, he's done me no wrong. And as for airing the dealings of the other corporations, well, they reap what they sow. If you're going to engage in illicit behavior, well, first off, don't. Second off, if you do, cover your tracks better.
Indeed. I am willing to talk to him, but from what I hear, anytime anybody goes to his place, it doesn't work out well.
I mean, I'm proof that that's not necessarily the case. I went to the temple a couple weeks ago, and it was an alright place. I'm not particularly fond of the outer circle, but
Well, since you seem
was
to
civil
know
enough.
him, maybe you can tell me how I can make an appointment with him.
Cormac isn't really the type of person to work on appointments, at least according to my brother. My brother's had more contact with him than I have.
Really?
But, yeah. He's frequented the cafe as well as
Cormac's
another...
type of, you don't find him, he finds you.
Step 1, make it abundantly clear you're not hostile. Step 2, make it abundantly clear you're not hostile. Step 3, pray.
Alright.
But,
Well,
I don't know. He owns a public business. You can go there whenever you want. No guarantee you'll be there, but at the very least, you can send a message to him with a phone call or with a phone number, and if he'll get back to you, he'll get back to you. Although, admittedly, I wouldn't hold your breath. According to my brother, he's got a negative disposition to people of our position.
Indeed. Well, let's see what Oda has to say.
I'm quite looking forward to this, honestly.
Yeah. He's doing this without the T'Pol here. And we
Alright.
do not have quorum.
Yes.
Interesting.
Admittedly, this impromptu meeting almost feels like a waste of time, truth be told, but I figured I'd at least humor him.
I think it is a waste of time if there's no quorum.
There's no quorum and no Paul. Whatever he's doing is
Is underhanded.
suspect.
Yes. And now we will take a moment
Then,
because the conversation has been. Do you want to go to anybody else before the meeting?
No. I think that's the main person I wanted to talk to beforehand. So Ignis will go to his seat and wait for Oda's address, and then we can pan over to Raiden and Cormac.
Okay, Raiden and Cormac. Let's go.
All right, so you show up. Korra gets heard you. What are you doing here?
Let's watch fireworks.
Oh, I think you misunderstand what I'm doing here. This is going to be a non-violent affair.
Oh, I know. Just still watching fireworks though.
Well, honestly, I suppose it might be better if you're here. In case ship hops off. If Ignis is in there, which he more than likely is, I doubt he'll be in a position to actually help.
Probably not. I mean, if shit does hit the fan, I can always, just he just kind of snaps and does, and like a miniature like fog surrounds his hand.
Fair enough. Just looks over like what you're wearing. Just know that if somebody spots you, your anonymity is gone.
Give me like 5. He just like disappears for a moment.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. Like he'll put his hand on your shoulder. He's like, think about it before you change. Are you ready to go out into the light, or do you want to remain anonymous? They've already put hits on your family, so somebody knows you're a part of this.
That is fair.
It's a decision you're gonna have to make. You should have plenty of time before anything goes wrong. So.
Well, it's also a case of like Raiden's just like, yeah, they've put hits on my family, but they're also assholes who deserve this.
No, that's not what I mean. What I'm getting at is one of our enemies already knows who you are, and it's Oda. He knows you're involved with me.
True, but he's also the one I would love to take down either a few pegs or just let the masses take care of him too.
I have a thought on that. And then Korvac will pull out his phone and show that there's a lottery bout scheduled for the end of the month.
Are you?
And this lottery was supposed to be where Jacob was supposed to be taken to. This is the lottery.
I'm thinking a very public showing was the way to go on this one.
I agree with that.
There's also a very decent chance it'll just be me and you.
Fine with that.
All right.
I've got a little couple weapon ideas in the works so far.
Well, here's the thing, and he's just like, this will probably be like as dawn's breaking before he's like, just check that date again, and then check the one after that, and I think you'll see where this is really going.
He's gonna check the dates. I'm not exactly sure.
The day before the blood moon.
That just seems like poor planning on their part.
No, actually, there's something that makes sense on this, because
Raiden's just gonna like kind of grin. Now I see.
The reality of the lottery is that the majority that ends up in the lottery are mix-a-zims.
You know, I like where this idea is going.
And Korak will punch you on the shoulder and be like, I thought you might. Also, I think you might actually get a chance to, quote-unquote, lead your people into a better tomorrow with this one.
Oh, this then? Yeah. You know what? I doubt my mother or father would approve of this, but you know what?
They're not going to be in a headspace to care.
Screw hiding. I'm done.
Alright. Alright. Well,
He's gonna like just kind of bring out like he's just gonna snap and a grenade launcher pops in his hands. Don't
Oh,
worry, I already promised it's not explosives.
try to spare the building.
Yeah, it's not explosives, I promise. It's just smoke
Alright.
if needed.
And then, like, the sun starts peeking out and goes through the window. He's like, well, I'm going in.
Or if you want to flash your entrance, do you want to flash your entrance?
No, trust me, I think it'll be better this way. As, like, Korek pulls out a thing of, a cup of ramen noodles and a 6-pack of beer, and he's like, oh, I was planning on drinking all 6 of these. And he pulls out 2 and hands them to you. If you're going to be here, you might as well have a couple.
Oh, dang up.
And then, like, just in his hand, like, you can hear the cup of ramen noodles start to boil. And then, because dawn has broke, I got back all of my effort, and I use hasten to the light to enter the warehouse before anybody can stop me.
Oh, true.
Actually,
Whatever else was that?
the other idea I had was to do a second sun.
Alright,
Oh,
so by the
Second
time
sun right in the middle of it, and then you just teleport in.
Yep.
by the time everybody who is going to be at this meeting is at the meeting, including nobody's lighting up when they speak. Yeah, I noticed. I'm not sure I'm not sure what's going on with that.
It might have been when we had to change out the Discord input.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was the issue. Maybe, like, you were getting one input for the character images and one for the sound. But for whatever reason, the one with the images was also getting sound, but that's a problem for another time.
Yeah, let's
No idea.
just deal with that later, because obviously this is a mess.
As long as everybody can hear us, it's technical difficulties on streams happen.
Can you hear
It's like-
everybody?
This is like what,
Amazing.
episode 15 of our second year of playing? They know our voices by now.
They should.
Hopefully. Maybe.
Some would, but no, we can fix it after the stream.
Well, we've got Scottish, Corpo, Annoying, Deep, and Raiden.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Hey, to be fair,
That's perfect.
to be fair, Shiv says his own voice is annoying. I'm using his own words.
I mean, my voice. I also view my voice as annoying, but that's besides the fact.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
but the difference is you. My voice sounds incredibly nasally, like stereotypical nerd.
I'm only
Understandable.
using the words that he has used for himself.
Anyway,
Oh, man.
so Oda starts his address, I assume.
Yeah. It was just,
And
thank
quarterback
you
comes in
all
at
for
some
being
point.
Here. Obviously, we have a situation at hand that even the T'Pol cannot handle. And we need to remove them permanently, or find a way to take care of this problem at hand. I'm gonna leave who's half deaf. You don't know who is who. Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
Suggestions have been are needing to be taken into account. There is. What do we want to do about the situation that is happening? I mean, you're saying that we should let this person we should not mess with this person, even though this person has been an absolute terror to our. So should we allow for terrorists to take over the city?
Who's saying this?
This is all Oda.
Oda.
This is all Oda? Okay.
We have to take care of the situation before it gets out of hand, and it has already done that. Thank you for joining and sharing your cookies with us. Aww. Take care, Amazing Grace.
Oh no, you're gonna miss the best part. That sucks.
Well, there's the VOD for later.
True. Fair enough.
But we are almost at that point, so...
Yeah, I know. Just let me know when the sun comes through.
The sun is about at this time available. It's starting to peak under. But Ignis, there's a moment when everything is quiet for a moment. They're trying to make notes. People are talking amongst each other. And some of them are looking at you to see what you think should be done.
Oh.
You seem to know this person. What should we do about him? I mean, he says to be left alone, but we have still myself and FN that has to deal with him.
Well, forgive me for speaking bluntly, but I do recall at our last council meeting you volunteered to handle this situation yourself, did you not?
I did volunteer, and I tried every way, but it seems like it's backfired.
Fair enough, but unfortunately, I will default to what I said last time we spoke about Cormac. I believe he to be FN's issue, not the council's. He, thus far, has showed no ill will towards Opus as a whole, only to FN Industries, which is a problem of your own making. You decided to, well, allegedly decided to bomb another facility and have thus far produced no proof to say that you're innocent. So, regrettably, or at least regrettably for her behalf, I don't think the council should be involved.
Then why would you say that when it is involving the entire city?
Because it doesn't involve the entire city. It involves one company in the city. One company who has thus far shown only incompetence, whom should perhaps be relieved of their station and their responsibilities due to their own incompetence.
SOB smiles at you and nods. I agree.
Basically, what more than half the council is saying at this point is, you made your bed, lie in it.
Yeah, essentially.
Essentially.
It's been a charity drive. Like, you make your own issues, fix your own shit.
Yeah. And at this time, Cormac, you can jump in if you like.
All right. So, for the sake of this, let's assume that Cormac heard like the last 30 to 60 seconds of this. There's like a crate.
You heard Ignis's address. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. So like, you hear the so there's like some crates behind where everybody's sitting or standing or whatever. You guys just hear like the top of a beer come off, and then you hear Cormac in the back. Here on that one.
And then Q Ryden also just walking in. Just walking into the warehouse.
Dude, there are a bunch of bodyguards outside. That's why I used haste of the light. I knew this was going to be like that.
Yeah, you would not be able to get inside. You basically have to deal with the bodyguards there.
Oh no, there's a way in. Through the roof. Are there any bodyguards on the roof?
Do you really want to go through the roof?
I mean...
I think what Cormac was trying to do was he was trying to stay within the situation, but still be able to be able to speak.
Yeah, basically, he wants us to not cause a panic. Well,
Does Raiden have access to any like teleportation gifts? Or they're pretty common. They could be in your words.
Actually, I could miracle one of them, which is that gamma one.
The which one?
Oh, there's a gamma teleport, kind of like teleport thing.
Oh, right. Radiation.
It's called gamma form. It's instead of movement, you can transform your body into ball of pure energy. So technically, I think I could.
Well, you're welcome to do so, but at this time, Cormac is. Everybody is looking at you. There is weapons drawn at the moment,
I don't think
but
either
they are waiting for what you're about to do. This
Sorry,
is a private conversation.
Waveform won't work. Unaided sight at the speed of light, so you will smash through whatever the hell you're in the way is in your way.
Shit. Then I don't think I actually have one.
Then you just end up right next to Cormac. Then. And
Well, no,
you
like
just-
if he uses it, he will break through whatever wall is in his way.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
That's a bad
Sorry.
idea, honestly.
Yeah.
You're the Godbound of engineering.
Wait,
You
wait,
land
wait,
on the
wait.
roof.
Hold
You
on, no.
magic a glass cutting kit.
Well, like he can get in. It's just he's not gonna get in unseen. That's the thing.
Right.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna do this one instead. Voice of the Winds.
What does that do?
You can focus us on a specific point within 10 miles to hear everything happening there, unless
Oh,
it's
yeah.
from outside air. You can even speak to that point.
Yep, that'll work.
They're there
There you
alone.
go.
Yep, that'll work.
That'll work.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do Voice of the Winds.
Yeah, so they all turned, pull guns. He's like, "Come on, I didn't come here for a fight. You guys have been talking about me. My name's been in your mouths for so long, making so many decisions about me. I feel like I'm a member of the council now." And then he'll like gesture, "Oda, please continue." And then he'll start eating his ramen noodles. And then like
Will it
nobody,
take
no.
for you to stop?
Oh, you want to know what's gonna take for me to make you stop? You in ruins. For one,
Why?
because you came after me. Actually, you didn't come after me. You came after people I cared about. For zero reason who have nothing to do with this.
As
And then
punishment.
they're just gonna hear, and just at that point they're gonna hear another voice that's not even there, like because the voice of the winds. Yeah, and the worst part is, you didn't just go after him. You went after others.
Punishment.
See, it's not even going to be punishment at that point. Wouldn't you agree? I feel like seeing your entire world in ruins would be even better. The only thing you're going to hear, because we know who you might mainly go after for your little lottery and all that. I think it's time that the ones that you use for the lottery actually make a stand up against you.
But, to your point, punishment for what?
You are a threat to the city,
Am I?
and
seem
we
to
are
remember-
asking you to stop. No, we're demanding you to stop.
No, you're demanding I don't, and you're demanding I don't tear you down. I've done nothing to most of the people in this room. Hell, I didn't do anything to you until you came after me. Oh, by the way, did I hear right and say you were going to handle me? And everything you've done didn't actually do anything to me. It was to other people. Oh, right, because you're a fucking coward.
You're too much. How do we get you to stop?
I told you, it was on the news. Did you not watch? Are you that out of touch with the city?
No, I definitely did watch. You are going after me. So how do we stop you?
Well, that's easy. Turns to the rest of the council, you guys just have to do nothing. Which I believe is exactly what Ignis and a couple of the other old men over there who were nodding their heads said.
Oh, this is the Cormac person. And you see an old man. Gray, almost white hair with a beard. Dressed rather casual. More casual than most of them. It's like, I would like to speak with you at some point.
Yeah, good luck with that. Alright.
Time and place, buddy.
Yeah. But, Corey's gonna look at Oda. Is Oda a, worthy foe?
Yes.
This man has 4 hit dice? I would never thought he would have seen any combat.
He is definitely a worthy foe.
Alright, well, he needs to make a spirit save.
Right now?
Yup!
Man!
Oh, I love the sound of this.
As we're gonna enact follow the threads. While you're rolling, you may study a target for 1 action to identify the half-dozen people most emotionally significant to them, learning their appearance and the name the target knows them as, and a few words a description of the bond between them.
Oh no! Okay, I will do the spirit save.
Can't imagine this dude's got a freaking great save.
Yo, hear me out though. What if it fails? You just do it again though.
That's true.
Crit fish, crit fish.
I think this is to say 14.
Oh, that sucks. All right.
That's a high number bad, right, in the system?
Yeah. Means he needs a 14 or a higher to succeed.
Or no,
Oh, dear.
Is it a 4?
It's appropriate for a mortal.
Let me make
If he has
1 second.
if he has a 4, he's on the level of parasite gods.
Nah, he's not that. Give me a second. Didn't expect I was going to be doing a spirit save today. Not with him.
Somewhere around the realm of like 12 to 14 is like appropriate. Honestly, on the side of the 13-14 spectrum.
Well, if he's worthy, it'd be minimum 13.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
say
true,
13
true.
break even. Which still sucks for him.
No, it's 11. Okay.
That puts him up.
About a coin flip.
Yep, exactly a coin flip.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So, pretty much, yeah. Where we go? Here we go. So, roll.
That's not how that works. What that 11
No,
means
that's not right.
that's
They'll-
he fails because he needs to roll an 11 or higher on the d20. It's
he
not
got
the
a
11
10.
isn't what
He
he's
did
adding.
fail.
Yeah.
He did fail.
Yep.
What do you do to him?
I learned the 6 people closest to him emotionally. Up to 6 people. So if he only has like, oh no, it does say the half dozen people most emotionally significant to him.
Yeah.
So if he's got a
Yeah.
family.
And basically their name and the connection he has to them. And what they look
Okay.
like.
Alright, 6 people.
Really, it's the name and their relevancy to him. I don't really need their what they
Okay.
look like.
He has a
You
wife.
can
He has a child.
Oh dear. Go. Okay.
All right. That's enough. The other 4 are irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, but he has a wife and a child.
So Cormac's gonna like basically stare at him for about 6 seconds while he's going on his tirade about, oh my god, you're a terror for the city, He's gonna be like, yeah, well, about that. How would you feel about how would you feel if during your course of daily work you find out that one of your rivals, for whatever reason in life, decides to target what's her name? The wife?
Stella.
Insert name here.
Puts out a hit on Estella. Or the kid's name.
Gotta come up with something on the fly.
That one, I knew the one. I'm just like, oh, now he's going after the kid?
I'm not going after anybody. I have yet to threaten it.
Just insert name here.
I have not threatened anybody. This is a hypothetical.
You fucking hypocrite.
No.
You are a hypocrite there because this is exactly what we did, and you went off on one.
Yeah.
We never
Wait, we don't.
anyone. We implied, and then that guy folded immediately.
No, you implied that you guys were going to go after them. I'm asking how he feels if somebody started targeting them for zero reason.
Semantics.
Both arguments are valid here.
Really, the whole point is I'm showing him I know their names. That's it.
Mackinac.
Oh my god, you fucking pretension, jeez.
Or, I don't know, how about your kid, Mackinac?
Why would you hurt such a child?
Oh, I wouldn't, but apparently you would.
I wouldn't go after a kid.
Well, you decided to go after my family, so what's throwing a kid under there?
And let's not mention you've also decided to go after my family.
Oh, right. Don't you have, like, a younger sibling?
2 of them.
Yeah. So, how about you stop lying to everybody and start being who you really are? A fucking coward. Who only called this meeting because you realized you're not going to win this. You called a bunch of people into a room to petition them to save your ass. Not to stop me. And then Korai's going to look at the others. How many of you actually think that? I mean, come on. Korai does a quick count. I don't even see half of you here, or half of the council here. Clearly, most of them are like, yeah, I'm not saving this fucking dickhead's skin.
Attack on the fact that Corbett has made his intentions clear. Leave me alone and I'll stop.
This will be laughs as well. Like, you're an interesting one.
And you're kind of creepy, old man.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time when she first described the guy at the last council meeting, I immediately got a picture of Colonel Sanders in my head.
Kinda.
Not gonna lie, so did I.
I'm glad it's not just me then.
No.
I was kind of picturing Colonel Sanders in a pair of like jogging trousers.
Yeah.
So you guys are just picturing straight up plantation owner.
Pretty much.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. Now that you put it that way, it sounds bad.
Old guy plantation owner in like jogging trackies and one of those like a polo shirt, and he's got the jersey pulled over, like tied with the arms tied.
I do love the idea. It's like all the council members just like I don't know if others are, but Ignis is definitely very just like internal, just like gleefully watching this unfold.
Internally, Ignis is rolling on the floor, laughing his ass off.
And it's really,
outwardly, I can only smile and sip my water.
I mean, you got
recipe right here.
everybody kind of got asked a question by Korvac. It's up to you whether or not you want to respond.
I didn't quite understand the phrasing of the question, unfortunately.
Basically, Korvac's like, you called this meeting to save your own ass, and turned to everybody here is like, don't you all agree?
Oh yeah, of course.
Eh? See?
Yeah, agreed.
The premier arms dealer sees through your bullshit. Oh, that kind of makes sense.
I kind of low-key want to do this. Like, have Raiden move about a good 3/4 of a mile away. Because I'd still be able to hear everything, and they'd still be able to hear me.
Actually, Raiden, here's a better idea. There are windows. Yes, you'll be seen. But you can make sure they see you too.
The thing I was gonna do is I was gonna pull out, because I had this whole idea, is if I was able to get in there, pull out the lottery ticket.
The smash pieces of it?
Yes.
I don't think that'd have the impact you would want it. Not without the T'Pol being here. Or the T'Pol hologram being here, rather.
I thought it was,
No, Oda owns the arena.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
But the T'Pol, at least to my understanding, the T'Pol is the one who actually, like, has final say on the names on the lottery.
Yeah.
Korakel
Didn't wait for her.
slurp down the rest of the ramen and crack open another beer. So here's the thing, Oda. You fucked yourself already. You won't stop me. It's that simple. FN won't stop me. That's also that simple. He'll turn to the rest of the council that's here, completely ignoring Oda and just waving him off. The rest of you really don't have any reason to be worried about me. Well, not in the way that they do.
Most of them are like, they're looking at you and they're just listening. Some of them are starting to pack up their things. They're about ready to leave.
See, you guys have ignored the outer circle for too long, and a bunch of them are very unhappy with the way they've been treated and how their lives are going and how their lives of their kids and their parents, their grandparents, and all that, going on and on and on, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So change is coming to the city. I am doing what I can to make sure it's as non-violent as I can. Turns over to Oda and FN, but some people keep wanting to come after me violently.
Why are you messing with the status quo? Someone else. I think it's Finnegan. Not Finnegan. Yeah, Finnegan.
His representative.
His representative.
His representative saying, "Why do you continue to want to mess with the status quo?"
Oh, what company you represent?
FN.
Oh, your opinions are relevant to me. But if any of the rest of you mirror this man's thoughts, well, the guy he represents' thoughts, and he'll wait to see if anybody like nods or raises their hand or whatever.
A couple do.
Because the status quo only benefits you, not the most of the city, and that's what you guys claim to do. So if you guys are going to claim that you're helping most of the city, then I'm going to make you do your actual jobs. And not just me, you're starting to piss off everybody in the outer circle, and some of the inner ones who are starting to see you for what you really are. Well, what some of you really are. Unfortunately, very many people subscribe to the one bad apple ruins a whole basket. Actually, I'll put it to you this way, and you can tell the rest of the council members. You want me to stop fucking around with the city? You guys remove Oda and FN.
Raiden's gonna kind of chime in. You know, just to put the record straight for him, he's not a bad guy, not at all. He's actually quite neutral on a lot of things. More sticking to himself, so until you mess with him or piss him off. So, you know, you made an enemy yourself. Not the city, not the ball or anything like that. No, you did it to yourselves.
And they still are hearing this voice.
Yep.
Wow.
Because I'm right with Raiden. He can hear everything going on in that building.
And speak from the point that he can hear it from.
Oda is talking to one of his bodyguards and basically, I don't know
Let
if
me
you can
speak,
hear what they're saying.
I sure
He can hear the whole room.
Yeah, I can hear the entire thing.
And you can hear him saying, "Go find out where that is coming from."
Good luck.
Good luck with that. You know, I
Corbett,
can hear you, Oda. You're not going to find me. Who knows? Maybe I snuck in the building. Behind your guards. You don't know that.
He's at the walls.
you just hear Corbett kind of under his breath, but a little loud. Oh no, the phone call's coming from inside the house.
Oh, what's the name of the movie? I know it's a Scream reference, but what's the name of the chick again? Cindy?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna.
Cindy.
he kind of like, not really gesturing, but like, kind of like pointing it out. Oda, you know, run, Cindy, run.
Oh, they can't see you.
That's
I
the
know, but
point.
Yeah.
They don't know if I'm in the building, outside of the building, or even in the walls of the building.
No,
Hey,
but
Corbett.
he's trying to get you to find you.
Corbett's just gonna like point vaguely at the air, like take chug down like half a beer. Man's got a point. So, Korak will hop off the crates and like kind of walk over to some of the council. So, here's the thing. I completely intended to come here non-violently, and I think I've succeeded. We have succeeded, and he'll just kind of look up at the ceiling. So,
Making him think that I'm in the ceiling.
I mean, if
They
it
riddle the vents with bullets.
well, yeah, if it puts them looking at the wrong spot, then all the better.
Yeah.
I don't want to destroy the city, because then I'm just killing myself and the people I care about. You really think I'm that fucking stupid?
I hope not.
Clearly I'm not. I've only partially destroyed one building. 2 buildings. One.
I mean, as much as the writers dispute that you are a terrorist, ultimately, FN still destroyed more property than you have when they bombed a city. Or bombed the city.
Korak will just snap and point at him, and then look at, or point at Ignis and look at Oda.
This guy gets it.
And I would like to point out that the only people that have died on anything I've done are people, soldiers, who knew what they were getting into, signed up for a dangerous life. Well, a few scientists died, but they pulled guns. I'm not here to bathe the city in blood either. Honestly, when I crawled out of that hole, I went home. I was gonna go back to my life. But FN, he'll look over at the
Rep.
Yep. Is the rep a worthy foe?
Nope.
Follow the threads.
Okay.
I'm assuming if he's Finnegan's rep, Finnegan is probably one of the emotionally closest people to him.
No.
I doubt
Damn,
that,
I tried.
actually.
I tried.
I don't think that tracks, actually.
That is not track, actually, because as you've already found out the last time, the representative
hold on.
always changes.
Hold on. I would like to point out that emotionally significant does not mean love. It can be fear.
He's got a point.
That's my
Alright,
thinking.
well, he does fear him, so I will give you that.
Potentially back on track.
Huh?
Yeah. That tracks.
Yep.
He does.
So-
He does fear him. Yeah.
Because this is passion. This is not love.
That's fair.
Fair.
So, is Finnegan on that list?
Yes.
Cool.
As fear.
I know what he looks like now, and his full name. That's part of the.
Yeah, his power gives
I'm
him
not
that.
sure how to explain. I'll explain to this privately to you.
Oh
Alright.
dear, he's under the word of deception, isn't he?
I mean, you can just send it to me after the session.
Yeah.
But I also know the name that this man knows him by. Whether it's his real name or not is irrelevant.
I'll explain after session what this is, and we'll talk about it next week. We're gonna stop right here. It is 2:00. Anything else you're gonna do here? We will leave this for next week, and as I tell you what it is, you can bring it up next week.
If I recall, we're not.
We may
If we
not
have
have. No, we're not gonna have game Monday. It will be in 2 weeks then. Because I am going on vacation, being with family, due to graduation, due to in-laws coming in. We will not be meeting next week. We will be meeting the week after. And we will continue this right here when you find out exactly what Finnegan looks like. This is the first time that any of you have really been able to get this close to the answer.
Finnegan has actually got the.
I mean, the guy out of knowledge could just crack a question anytime he wants, but that's besides the point.
He doesn't. So,
Well,
I'm not in the scene.
You're in every scene. You can just be like, hey, while they're doing this, I'm gonna ask this question.
That's good.
No, I just mean
No.
in general. Of
No.
Finnegan in
Plot twist.
You're
general.
not in the
Finnegan
scene.
is always there at their. I am.
All right, but I will give you the information that you're asking for next week. Or the week after, we will bring up this part of the scene, and it'll be the most interesting I think you'll get to so far. Let's start with Riley. What are your character thinking, and what are you thinking at this time of what's going on?
What I'm thinking at this time is FN there's a head in a jar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, what's your
Fucking
plans
called
for
it.
next week?
My plans for next week, I'm going to sit here and not do a damn thing because you're not going to be here, so there.
I mean, the week
Oh,
after.
true.
And you can't stop me.
The week after.
The week
Yeah.
after, well, it's kind of going to depend on how we determine to go ahead with Vision.
Okay.
Because
so
I have some ideas, but yeah, we gotta
off-screen the
discuss how-
logistics.
yes.
are we still going to call it the Vision, or are we going to call it something else?
The site.
I don't know.
Rabbit's hole.
I'm going to work under the basis of Vision 2.0.
All right, so Vision.
And it
Okay.
depends if I think of a better name.
It's up to you. All right,
I like Cormac's idea.
Raiden. Next week, and what is your character thinking?
Next week, probably going on and probably gonna do a little bit more. Well, obviously finishing up the scene and all that, and I don't know yet. Probably do something. Either continue building that shotgun LMG, because why not? Because LMG shotgun.
I mean,
Oh my god, it's called an AA-12.
No. Not
Yeah, so alright, okay, it's an AA-12 with a long barrel.
yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But,
you built
Rules with a
shotgun.
shotgun.
The Dominion idea for weapon idea.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
no.
will be discussing Dominion next week.
Arrow.
Okay.
no. I'll be playing Diablo next week. You'll be
Not next
doing real life things like dealing with
After
family.
in 2 weeks, we'll be talking
Yeah,
about
family.
Dominion in 2 weeks. Good grief.
I mean, we can off-screen the Dominion discussions.
Yes, we can.
That's not a fair act.
And as for the other part of the Dominion.
You're not allowed to be right. You
Obviously,
should
free
stop
electricity
being right.
for factory. I don't know what else,
Okay, we'll talk about that.
but
Kira?
I was gonna say definitely how he's feeling though.
Mhm.
At first, like, was just kind of heart wrench because Jacob officially gone.
Mhm.
But it's also a case of when it comes to Oda, Raiden's had enough of this shit, and you know what? It's time. It's time the Mixisms actually had someone actually stand up for them, like what Cormac's doing for like the Outer Ring.
You're gonna start setting your setting up for the Mixism.
Yeah,
I believe you just found your cult.
because it's Raiden is a Mixism himself, yeah, but it's also a case of correct me if I'm wrong, but Mixisms get treated worse than even the actual humans or even elves.
Yeah,
Right?
I imagine entirely because of the whole blood moon thing.
they actually
It's hard to
consider
say for elves. Elves aren't
there
on
are-
the surface of the place.
there are many races that consider you just animals with a human
You know,
face.
Raiden's standing up for them. He's saying, basically, you know what?
We can
Tired
be
of the
more.
lottery always doing this. Tired of you pitting them against each other. So you know what? Time they had a voice and time for me to kind of come out of the shadows and have a little bit of fun.
You'll notice on the like mixes and races front that like you've never encountered that at the tea house or the cafe ever.
Oh yeah. Huh. Like he's yeah. I actually never noticed that.
That the second class citizen was not in that TLs.
No, that
It also-
there. Oh, I see
They're
what you
not treated as a second-class citizen at the tea house.
Right.
Sorry,
Same
I-
way with Katina, you would not be treated that way.
Maybe a bit in the industry, so I can't comment.
Well, I bet Dracul would treat him the same as he treats everybody else. Everybody's a 16th class citizen to him.
Yeah, exactly. They're all just mortals.
He's too old to give a shit.
Wait, well, no, that's not true. If it was Ryan that walked in, you'd be like, huh, okay, you're 14th class.
Yeah, that's about right.
Listen, Ignis used all of the humanoid races to contempt. It's okay.
Cracks knuckle and AI.
You have a humanoid body. It's humanoid shaped, therefore you count.
Well, you guys aren't humanoids anymore. You're Godbound. It's a different race.
Yeah, but we're humanoid
We're a cut
shaped.
above.
Yeah, that's why I said Ryan's a 14th class citizen now.
Riley's a lot of cuts above because of Sword Word.
And she's above all the other elves.
True.
Quite literally.
Literally, yeah, exactly.
All right, Kira. What is
All
your
right.
character thinking? and
Oh
doing?
man. So my
And-
characters realized.
I think the answer to both those questions is drugs.
Yes. So we have to go down this drug route because my character has no clue what everyone else is doing, which is fine, and no clue what's going on in the city. So they've stumbled onto the drugs, so they're gonna stick with this route. Probably. Most likely. If it still involves cockroaches, who knows? But for now, trying to figure out where the drugs are being stored and maybe dealing with them. Because all she knows is normal people shouldn't have access to it. So that means they should be hard drugs.
Thank you for the freaking part at that time. So you are basically looking for where it's stored, and you don't want normal people to get this. That what
Pretty
you're
much,
saying?
they're gonna be. She's gonna take all the drugs for herself, and probably just stockpile them for who knows what reasons.
Hmm.
Let's face it, what's she thinking at all times of the day? Cockroach army, yay!
Well, there's also just enjoying her vacation that she's not actually on vacation. So, you know, getting drugs off the street is something to do on vacation, I guess.
And I think we're all hoping that if Cockroach Army ever gets shortened, it's Roach Army and not the other way around.
Yes.
Of course you had to go there.
Oh my god.
Hey, I didn't say nothing. Your all minds went to the gutter. I was thinking just cockroaches.
Exactly.
All
I mean,
I was actually thinking if she does change it to, like, you know, Cock Army, it's like 80-foot giant chickens stomping
Yup.
around the city,
oh
pecking
my
everything.
god, yeah, that I mean,
Oh my god, it's the attack of the giant chickens.
I mean, she thinks like 80-foot giant, like humanoid's going to stomp on the city. So
Oh, then we get to use
fight
the
'em
Austin
off with
Powers joke.
chickens.
Oh, look, it's a giant pecker.
Look at him go!
What he's doing?
I can't control
Seriously.
chickens.
Kira, is there anything else you want to do next week then?
Well, since nothing's happening next week, I'm
I mean, the
probably
week after. God damn it!
All right,
I
we
mean-
hit the 3 times. The joke is no longer funny. Unfortunate.
I know. They're still with it.
I know you got the last funny time in on it.
Exactly.
I'm not enough, guys. I'm gonna
So-
try to get a nap in for having had to work.
All right.
Okay,
Good
take
luck.
care.
Yeah. Good luck with work.
Yep.
It is Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Does he still work at the pizza joint? Oh no.
I
Oh,
thought you got a
no.
job someplace else now.
He works.
Oh well,
retail.
then it's still oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, shit. All right.
Could be
Collective
worse.
sigh for working retail on Memorial Day. Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I have to go into work tonight anyhow, so.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
but that's the night when everybody else is getting drunk and shooting off fireworks and accidentally setting their lawns on fire.
But no,
Anything else,
everyone's been
Kira?
buying shit online today.
anything else,
Uh,
Kira.
No, probably just finish with figure out where the drugs are at. It's probably all that's gonna happen next week with my character.
Okay. All right,
because we-
Ignis.
Always get sidetracked.
Oh, Ignis
Yeah.
is absolutely giddy in the current scene.
He's loving this.
Yeah, I've been trying to preach ever since the first council meeting. This is FN's problem. They fucked up. They can fix it. Or more likely, they can lose everything and their assets can be liquidated and distributed among other members of the council. But they made their bed, lay in it. So this seems to be great because now it's like finally like, yes, the rest, or at least the council members here are like nodding their heads and finally agreeing. It's great.
You made your bed. Now light it. Why? Light it on fire.
Majority actually is in favor of just letting FN and
Oh, to
Oda
go down in
deal with
flames.
their own. Yeah.
Yeah, at this
We are,
point, that
we are a council of corporations. We are under no obligation to help each other. This isn't an altruistic gathering.
Exactly. So this
just
guy is literally in his last leg trying to stop Cormac. Cormac shows up at his warehouse nonetheless.
And points out
during the council meeting.
and points out exactly what he's doing.
Guy is trying to plead his case. He's begging for life, and everyone's just kind of laughing at him.
The sad thing is,
He's just
Had
making
he-
a clown of himself.
yeah, because if he had actually just gone after Cormac, who was the actual problem, he might have got a few people on his side. No, they're like, why are you going after people who have nothing to do with this? Now you make us look bad. Good job. Fuck you.
now our dirty laundry is out there and
Pretty
everybody's
much.
fucked.
Yeah, he done pissed off everybody.
Also
Yeah.
true. I didn't even think about that angle. It's like he's also pissed everyone off because he got everyone's fucking info compromised.
So
Or,
yeah, he's,
well, he didn't, but it comes off that way.
there is no quorum. There is no way he's going to be able to get anything done in this meeting. He's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm here to laugh at him until he kicks us out.
Yeah, Oda has built.
Everyone else
Oda has
like packing up
basically
their
built-
bags, like getting ready to leave. They
Most
just like
of them
sitting
are
down,
just, like-
pulling out a bag of popcorn.
Most of them are like, why are we here and wanting to leave. So
Yeah, but
what,
I'm petty and vindictive.
true. What is your plan for next time?
As for my plans for next time, gonna laugh at Oda a little bit more. Maybe get in a few more jabs at him as well. But after the meeting, I'm planning on touching base with the SOB CEO as Dominic, as well as introducing myself as Dracul to our good friend Riley. Invite her over to the office and see what we can talk about with the outsourcing, the buying out the security contracts for some of my peripheral warehouses, given the turbulent nature of Opus as of late.
Yeah, you got a convenient way to fill in the gaps of your guard squad.
Okay.
Well, the guard
Random
squad is only
notes.
for me.
No, I meant guard squad as in like for all of your assets in general.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, that's the first two things on the docket. If it goes longer than that, I'm sure I'll think of something. But I'm pretty sure those two bullet points will probably hold us off for 2 weeks from now
Okay.
for next session.
Civ.
Yeah, with everything that's just happened in the course of 24 hours, she is kind of amused. Extremely amused. A bit pissed off, but amused.
Right.
Now, he's still at the library, so there's not really much he's really doing at the moment. Regretting letting Kira in.
Regretting.
Yeah, because now he's got to explain that. Maybe have Devereaux get some alcohol, more alcohol over here, perfectly stronger than anything we've bought over the years. And as for plans, I don't know. I've been looking at my gifts, and it's occurred to me that I can make technically someone forget how to lie. So I might use that to my advantage.
My dude, when we make the final push at FN, you can also just be like, "Where's FN CEO at?"
Yeah. Well, excision of understanding. As an action, erase a visible target's knowledge of language and intellectual skill, so something like lying, or a particular type or event. This can't erase spellcasting abilities or other powers, but lasts until the skill is relearned or the Godbound relents.
If you're miracling it, it'll last the scene.
I know.
That actually sounds like it means it just shuts down their ability to talk. They forget how to speak.
Or it makes a list. Knowledge of a language, an intellectual skill, or a particular topic or event. Like, I'll copy and paste.
Basically, if they only know one language, he can basically prevent them from talking.
But an intellectual skill, because it's comma, well, that didn't copy and paste well.
It never does.
Like an intellectual skill, like I imagine it's an intellectual skill.
You imagine what is?
Lying.
Well, you erase the topic of lying from them. Be a better way of doing it.
Oh, fair, yeah.
You erase their understanding of what a lie is.
Yeah, so
because I wouldn't qualify a lie as an intellectual skill, but the wording on some of these other things, you can still do what you were saying you can do.
Yep.
If you want like an idea for like intellectual skills, like just
neurosurgery,
like, a D&D character sheet and look at the ones modified by intelligence.
And wisdom. I could make that.
Or wisdom, yeah.
Some of them.
That can work too.
Because like
then deception counts.
That's a charisma skill.
Oh darn! Oh, well.
But again, you erase the topic of deception from their mind, and they no longer understand that topic.
Yeah, it's like if you do that to someone, it's like, sure, they're still capable of lying, but why would they? They don't understand the concept of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So yes, you can do it. You could do what you're saying you can. It's just not in the way you thought.
We get there in the end, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
Yeah, like he's now got Oda on his shit list, so he'll do whatever he can to get to him somehow.
Well, Cormac will fill you guys in on his plan when it comes closer to it. I don't think most of you are gonna like it.
I'm assuming it's intentionally get yourself in the lottery.
When we get closer to the date of Korvac and Raiden's plan, Korvac will fill you guys in. He doesn't think most of you are gonna like it.
I can't wait.
Listen, don't.
I like to imagine it just doesn't normally go to the lotteries. He doesn't care to watch the humans fight and kill each other. But this one he'll probably make a point to go to.
He sends his brother, right? With a camcorder, of course.
You think my character's ever seen one? That's
Shiv will definitely be there in one form or another.
I mean, if
He'll
you
be public.
invite.
He'll be public broadcasting.
It'll depend on what Cormac asks you. If he asks you to help, then yeah, I can see you be there.
I mean, he's just gonna lay out his plan and be like, "Hey, you guys want in? You can be in. That's fine."
Just gotta get you in.
Well, we know
in's
that
easy.
Raiden's definitely gonna be in.
In's easy. Out is hard.
No, out's pretty easy too.
Through a wall.
Not the same hole I make in the ceiling.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Alright.
Make sure Oda's the one in the ring?
You'll see.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
It will be a very interesting scene indeed.
Trust
Alright,
me, it's
we are
much worse than that and much more visceral.
Sounds about right.
We will definitely deal with that scene probably in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's gonna be next session.
Probably in 3 weeks. It won't be next session.
Yeah, no,
It will.
guaranteed not.
Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks. Probably in 3 to 4 weeks is when it will happen. So, all right, Cormac, what is your thoughts, and what are you wanting to do next session?
Oh, Korvac is having the time of his life watching all of these stuffed shirts kind of piss themselves.
Well, yeah, you are causing a ruckus there.
Oh, this is one of the best days of his life. Doesn't quite reach the day he met Kaya, the day they got married, but it definitely like top 10. Easily top 10. Don't know if it makes top 5. Oh, but what we're gonna next session is gonna be a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, that's the wrong word. A little more grounded, I guess. Yeah, even that's the wrong word. But after this, I have one last thing I'm gonna do at this council meeting. I said it to Ignis. I'm pretty sure he almost fell over laughing and Harley had to mute himself.
I'm afraid to ask, but what is it?
You'll see. Because you have already told me that one of these men is a lesser foe. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
No save for you.
True.
And then after that, he's gonna go set up a date night with his wife, and then the morning after that, he's gonna go grab White and take him to the sewers. We're gonna go Jarl hunting.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know where one living is at, and I kind of forgot about it until Shiv brought him up, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I should probably go deal with that."
He's kind of stuck there, so.
Yeah, for now, until he decides he doesn't want to be.
That's
Then
fair.
he will be a problem.
Well, like, eventually the Jarl's gonna realize, wait a minute, I'm stronger than people.
Pretty much. Or he's gonna get the basically Order 66 from FN.
Shouldn't you do that before the date night then?
No, because I gotta get my fucking effort back. I just burned 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, he's kind of dealing with that situation. All right, so that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and see who we're gonna raid. If we're gonna raid anybody, we haven't had many people trade lately. Yes.
Oh, it's Shadow Legends.
Oh. It's a joke about the sponsorships.
I think she got it, and she's just like dying internally for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly Cervantes! They're
Well,
at your place in the second door dumps, not the other way around.
We could go see The Legend of Zelda if you guys want to.
No,
oh,
well, I mean, you guys do what you want because I'm not gonna be on stream. So
and Hellfather is also playing Fallout, so we could go there too.
which version? The original?
Fallout 76.
The MMO one.
Yeah, the one that kind of sucks. ESO was way better.
Well,
So-
I heard that 76 got better with the last
Yeah,
two.
it's gotten better over time, but it still feels like
It's
basically-
still bullshit, and furthermore,
yeah,
Shiv's
obviously.
on the murder contract. See, when everyone comes in, they all get a picture of Shiv and a kill order.
So do you want to see Hellfather, or do you want to see Hard
I don't care.
Do You Nerd?
Hmm.
Zelda or 76?
More than half the world is playing Zelda at the moment.
Then 76
Including
it
me.
is.
More than half the world is playing Legends of Zelda at the moment, including me!
You
I'm
sure about
not.
that?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Alright, we're going to 76. Alright, thank you all for being here. Here's the raid. I'm not going to disagree with you, Fire. I thank you all for being here. I really do. Next week we will not be meeting. This whole week we are having a situation where I gotta turn this off. Hold on. This whole week we are going to be on a pop-up stream situation, so I will be streaming, but I'll be streaming when I'm not being dealing with family. So that's how we will be doing this for this week, and then we'll get back to a normal schedule when that is all over. Hopefully my stress levels will start going down again. Alright, let's get to it, and let's go see the Hellfather. Have a wonderful day. See y'all, and goodbye.
Mhm.
So, once the stream